My brothers and sisters in Christ, we have come to the 19th Sunday in Ordinary Time. In the past few weeks, we have heard the gospel, for example, of Martha and Mary, and Jesus telling Martha that she has need of only one thing. Jesus is that one thing. Last Sunday, we heard a gospel similar to that one, in which the conclusion of the gospel invited us to become rich in the things that matter to God. And now we see what matters to God. We matter to God. Nothing is more important than our salvation, and St. Luke wants to identify Jesus as the long-expected Messiah. And so we begin a series of parables about banquets. In today's gospel, we are invited to keep watch for when the Master will return. At the end of time, Jesus will return in his glory, and there will be judgment. He is, after all, the just judge. He will be just, yet we hope that he is also merciful. But the Master, namely Jesus, the Messiah, will return at the end of time in his glory, and there will be judgment, which means we have to keep watch over our hearts, to hold on to the things of heaven, to hold on to those things which are truly important and valuable. We cannot become sleepy or give loose heart. Waiting takes tremendous patience, but the reward is worth it. Jesus says in telling this parable, "Blessed are those servants who the Master finds keeping vigil upon his return. They will be truly blessed." The Master, though, surprisingly, will proceed to gird himself, understandably with some type of towel, and to wait upon them, meaning washing those who keep vigil, washing their feet. You would expect the reverse, that guests would wash the Master's feet, but it's not the case. This is how blessed we will be. Jesus has come not to be served, but as one who serves, and he has come to give his life as a ransom for the many. When I was a child, I used to fall asleep sometimes during Mass. The old church where my parents took us had these yellowish colored lights. And then my father said, "You know what? You know why you're falling asleep?" I said, "Because the priest gives long and boring sermons." And he said, "No, it's because you're watching too much football. You're falling asleep, your eyes are tired, and so you're banned from watching football until you can stay awake at Mass." Well, the next couple of weeks, I fell asleep at Mass anyway due to the priest's long and boring sermons. However, eventually I stayed awake. What we are talking about here, if we fall asleep, is not missing a game, but missing out on the eternal reward, life with God for all eternity. Stay awake, keep vigil, and you will be truly blessed.